job this morning?
No, this is my life. I don't even think I got the law.
He's going in for a 160-pound total. He's going to beat his previous record of 150.
Come on, Gary!
Come on, baby, let's go!
Guys, real fast.
So he just jumped the rank man there, no question on strength. Come back in on your second. Up next to the platform, we have Keaton Smith. We have 321 pounds on that. Up there and closing out our first attempt on bench press on the ring platform, Mr. Brandon Bell. All right, Mr. Keaton Smith, your platform is ready. 321 on the bar for his opening attempt. And the judges like him. That is a solid lift. Up next to the platform, we have Will Butler. Taking to 326 pounds. 326 on the bar for Mr. Butler.
I didn't rack it. They have to tell me to rack.
All right, platform is ready for Mr. Will Butler. 326 on the bar. And another solid lift for Mr. Will. And closing out our first attempt lift on our flight day for the ring platform, we have Mr. Brandon Bell, opening up at 366 pounds. 366. There you go.
Good try, everyone. Good try.
Mr. Brandon, your platform is ready. 366 pounds on the bar for his opening attempt. 366 on the bar. Brandon Bell, you have about 30 seconds to address the bar. Brandon Bell, about 30 seconds.
Brandon Bell, don't touch my bar! That's awesome! 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds.
Here he comes.
Punch it, punch it, punch it. Short top, single.
All right, better late than never. That's a good opening attempt for Mr. Brandon Bell. Moving on to our second attempt list, we have Mr. Jacob Timpton opening us up. On deck, Thomas Rex and the whole Luke Reston. Jacob taking a second attempt again at 266 pounds. All right, everybody, we're getting kicked off on a green platform with our second attempt. Let's up first. We have Mr. Jacob Timpton at 19 years old, taking his second attempt at 266 pounds, everybody. 266 on the bar for his second attempt. A little too heavy there. Come back and try it again on your third. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Thomas Rex on deck. Big wrestling in the hole, John Brown. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Thomas Rex, 44 years young, taking his second attempt at 286 pounds. 286 on the bar for his second attempt bench press. Luke taking his second attempt at 296 pounds. 296 on the bar. All right, Mr. Luke, your platform is ready. 17 years old, going to take 296 pounds for his second attempt bench press. And the judges like it. Another solid lift for Mr. Luke. Up next, we have Mr. John Brown taking a step further to 306 pounds on deck, putting Edmund in the hole. Vincent Matthews 4 out. Jerry Houston. John Brown representing our Masters class all the way from Tennessee, everybody, with a second attempt of 306 pounds. 306 on the bar. John, your platform is ready. second attempt there. Up next on the platform, Mr. Quentin Edmond. We're going to take 316 pounds for his second attempt bench press. 316 on the bar for Mr. Quentin. Platform is ready for Mr. Quentin Edmond, owner of Strength Expo for Macon and Saline County. So if you need your dog's groomed, make sure to get a hold of Quentin. Keep an eye out for him today on the platform and off the platform. One on the bar, everyone. Well, there's no question on that one. That's a solid lift for Vincent. Up next to the platform, we have Jeremy Houston with 321 pounds on the bar. Your platform is ready. $321 on the bar for Mr. Jeremy's second attempt bench press. Another solid lift. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Keith Smith. Taking his second attempt at 341 pounds. Everybody, 341 on the bar for his second attempt bench press. Ready for Mr. Keaton Smith, 341 pounds on the bar. 341 on the bar. Flight B lifters, we are moving into our third attempt lifts. Flight B lifters, we need to be warming up. All right, Mr. Gary, your platform is ready. 346 on the bar, everybody. Looks like we're still warming up on the platform. Another solid lift for Mr. Gary. Up next we have Will Butler, also taking his head at 346 pounds. All right, Mr. Butler, your platform is ready. 346 on the bar, everybody. Two. And closing out our second attempt list, we have Mr. Brandon Bell. Mr. Brandon Bell, you are up next with 376 pounds. green side for Mr. Brandon Bell. 376 pounds on the bar for his second attempt bench press. 376, everybody. Judges like it. That's another solid look for Mr. Bell. Moving on to our third and final bench press attempts for Flight A lifters. Up first, we have Mr. Jacob Ticken on deck. Thomas Rex in the hole. Luke Reston. Jacob Ticken also looking to take a stab again at 266 pounds to stay in the meet. We're going to get kicked off with our third and final bench press attempts for Flight A lifters. Up first, we have Mr. Jacob Ticken at 19 years old, taking his third attempt at 266 pounds, everybody. He needs this lift to stay to me. Let's get behind him. Show your support, Arkansas. Let's go! Thomas Rex in the hole. Luke Reston on deck. We have Quentin Edmond. Thomas Rex looking to take a third and final bench press attempt at 286 pounds, everybody. 286 on the bar.
Yeah, we're good. How about you? We good? Yeah.
All right, Mr. Rex, your platform is ready. 286 pounds on the bar. These are our final attempts for our Flight A lifters, Arkansas. These lifters need your support. They train long and hard for this. Let's get behind them. 286 on the bar. Let's give it up for Mr. Rex, leading it all out there on the platform. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Luke Reston on deck, Quentin Edmond in the hole, John Brown. Luke looking to take it a step further to 301 pounds, everybody. 301 being put on the bar for Mr. Luke. Mr. Luke, your platform is ready, representing our team category today at 17 years old, taking 301 pounds for his third and final bench press attempt, everybody. 301 on the bar. With everything he's got. Let's give it up, everybody, for Mr. Luke, leading it all out there on the platform. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Quentin Edmond on deck, John Brown in the hole, Jeremy Houston 4 out, Vincent Matthews. Quentin Edmond looking to take it a step further to 316 pounds, everybody. 316 on the bar. All right, Mr. Quentin, 316 pounds on the bar, everybody. These are our third and final bench press attempts on the green platform. These lifters need your support. 316 on the bar from Mr. Edmond.
This is a national record for 65-year-old Kelly. 91 Ohio Royce. His understands that all the time.
There you go.
And there's no question on that one. That is a solid lift. And up next, Mr. John Brown on next. You're using in the hole. Vincent Matthews. John Brown looking to take 321 pounds for his third and final bench press attempt, everybody. 321 pounds.
Patty Hammerstein. The bench primary had nothing. With the face there was about one for Patty. Valerie on deck, Sophie in the hole. Emily is 4 out. Sherry, you are 5. We think this is a national record attempt for Miss Patty Hammerstein. Bar is loaded for Patty. 65 years old, this weighs 80 pounds. That means you get some.
All right, Mr. John Brown, your platform is ready. 321 pounds, everybody, and 45 years young. Representing our Masters category, these are our third and final bench press attempts on the green platform, everybody. Let's get behind these lifters.
Your father was not made of glass. That is 3 1 out to the new state record. National record. Get your seat and belt check.
Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Mr. Brown, everybody. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Jeremy Houston, taking us a step further to 331 pounds. 331 pounds on the bar for Mr. Jeremy Houston. On deck, Vincent Matthews in the hole, Keaton Smith.
Bar is loaded for Valerie Shoulders. 51 bench pressing 90 pounds. Next one, lady. You win.
All right, Mr. Houston, your platform is ready. 331 pounds on the bar. 331 on the bar, Arkansas. Platform, we have Mr. Vincent Matthews taking us at 351 pounds. On deck, Keaton Smith in the hole, Will Butler closing us out. Mr. Gary Chessman and Brandon Bell. Flight B lifters, we have 5 lifters remaining on the green platform. Green platform, Flight B lifters, we have 5 bench presses remaining. All right, Mr. Vincent Matthews, your platform is ready. 351 pounds on the bar for a state record, everybody. Just a little too much on that one. Let's give it up for Mr. Vincent. Up next to the platform, we have Keaton Smith. Looking to take 356 pounds for his third and final bench press attempt of the day. 356 on the bar, everybody. All right, Mr. Keaton, your platform is ready. 356 pounds on the bar, everybody. closing on that one. That is a solid third attempt lift for Mr. Keith Smith. We're down to our final 3 lifters of Flight A. 3 lifters remaining in Flight A on the green platform. Up first, we have Mr. Will Butler. Looking to take 361 pounds for his third and final bench press attempt. On deck, we have Gary Chessman, and closing us out, Brandon Bell. Will, your platform is ready. 361 pounds, everybody. And the judges say that is a solid third attempt bench press. Up next, we have Mr. Gary Chessman, who can take 386 pounds. 386 for his third and final bench press attempt. After Mr. Gary, we're going to have none other than Mr. Brandon Bell to close us out on our third and final bench press attempt.
Raise the weight. Hold on just a second, Joe.
All right, Mr. Gary Chessman, your platform is ready. 386 pounds on the bar, everybody.
Let's go, Gary! Come on!
Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Mr. Gary, everybody. And closing out our final attempts in Flight A. This is our final bench press for Flight A lifters. We have none other than the man himself, Mr. Brandon Bell. We're going to take 386 pounds, everybody. 386 for his third and final bench press attempt of the day. All right, Mr. Brandon, your platform is ready. This is our heaviest bench press attempt of all our Flight A lifters today. Let's get behind this lift for Mr. Brandon Bell over here on the green platform. 386 pounds, everybody. Looks like we just had a technical fall. Let's give it up for Mr. Bell. Everybody leave it all out there on the platform. Give us just a second. We're going to swap our judges around and get everybody lined up to start our Flight B lifters. Everybody, Flight B lifters, you need to be making your way to the platform. But just remember to get kicked off. Flight B order of lifting is going to go Ari Holloman, Dean Siddiqui, Michael Olivella, Scott Wilson, Donovan King. Pay attention to the boards after that. I want everybody to take a moment and give a huge round of applause to all of our spotters, loaders, judges for giving all the time and resources today. They put a lot of work to put on this show for us, so let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you all. And thank you all as well for coming out. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Make sure you take a chance today and walk around to all of our vendors. Everybody paid for a spot to be here, so we want to pay for a spot for them. So make sure you go by and get some equipment, you get some shirts, get some apparel, whatever you need. Flight B, we're just about ready to get kicked off here on the green platform. All right, everybody, platform is ready over here on the green platform. Up first, we have Mr. Ari Holloman with 291 pounds on the bar for his opening bench press attempt. On deck to beat Mr. DP in the hole, Michael Alanella.
We're gonna take the photos first, Wendy. Yes, he I might not be able to finish it.
That's a solid opening attempt for Mr. Holloman. Up next to the platform, we have Nadine with 291 pounds on the bar as well. On deck, Michael in the hole stop. All right, the beat your platform is ready. 291 pounds on the bar. Looks like we had a little bit of downward motion there. We'll come back and get it on our second. Up next to the platform, we have Michael Alanella. On deck, Scott Wilson in the hole. Down his feet. Michael, we're going to take 301 pounds for his first bench press attempt. All right, Michael is ready at 44 years young. Look at old man with 301 pounds. Everybody, 301 on the bar.
Yeah, I had to pause it. I was like 5 seconds. To lose all the momentum. Yeah, he was 36 ago. I'm like 2 weeks ago. Paul was also 200 pounds. I'm like,
Well, if you blinked, you would have missed it. That was a good lift for Mr. Michael Alanella. Up next, we have Scott Wilson on deck. Donovan King in the hole. Grayson ready. 4 out. Anthony Santillo. All right, representing our Masters category, Mr. Scott Wilson at 51 years young, opening up at 311 pounds. Everybody, 311 on the bar for Mr. Wilson. And the judges liking another solid lift from Mr. Wilson. Up next, we have Donovan King on deck. Grayson Reddick in the hole. And Lisa Tilla and Donovan. We're going to take an opening attempt at 326 pounds. 326 on the bar.
is this it? I need to change the name.
All right, platform is ready for Mr. King. 326 pounds, everybody. And the judges like it. That's a solid lift for Mr. King. Up next, we have Mr. Grayson Reddick on deck. Anthony Santillan in the hole. Christopher Parsons. Grayson opening up also at 326 pounds. Platform is ready for Mr. Reddick. Representing our team category at 18 years old. Everybody opening up at 326. You only need two. Up next on the platform, we have Anthony Santillan, holding up 361 pounds on deck. Christopher Parsons and a whole Brad Vineyard.
Don't make some noise for this girl. Raise it up, 1:15 on the bar for Emily Cass. This is another state record for her. She gets it, we'll be here.
All right, the judges like it, so we're moving on to Mr. Anthony Santillan, 361 pounds on the bar.
Bars loaded for Emily Cass. It's another state record. Right side, you know what that means? It's time to make some noise!
And that's a good lift. You only need two. Up next, we have Mr. Christopher Parsons, holding up 376 pounds on deck. Brad Vineyard and the whole thing Buxton. All right, platform is ready for Mr. Christopher Parsons. 376 pounds on the bar for his first bench press attempt of the day. And the judges like it. That's a solid opening attempt. Up next, we have Brad Vineyard. Going to take 376 pounds. Mr. Brad is one of our sponsored and biggest athletes here. 47 years young, opening up at 376 pounds. Well, there's no question on that one. That is a solid opening attempt. Up next, we have Mr. Peyton Buxton on deck. Nicholas McKinney in the hole at Martin. Peyton holding up 376 pounds. All right, Peyton, your platform is ready. 376 pounds for the Barker's opening attempt. No question there either. That's a solid opening attempt for Mr. Peyton Buxton. Also solid openers today. Very good picks by coaches and listeners alike. Up next, we have Nicholas McKinney on deck. Matt Martin at the hole. Travis McDonald. Nicholas opening up at 386 pounds. Mr. Nicholas, your platform is ready. 386 on the bar. young, everybody. 64 years young, opening up at 406 pounds. 406. You heard that right? And this is opening up with a national record.
Still good.
All right, Mr. Patrick Martinez, your platform is ready. 406 pounds on the ball for a national record attempt. A couple of technical faults there, but we'll come back and we'll get it on our second attempt. Up next on the platform, we have Mr. Travis McDonald, also taking a stab at 406 pounds. On deck, set tickets, closing us out, James Ludwig. And then we'll move on to our third and final attempt. All right, platform is ready for Mr. Travis McDonald, opening up at 406 pounds. Everybody, 406 on the bar. I don't think I've seen 400 pounds move that fast in my life. That's a solid lift for Mr. Travis. Up next, we have Mr. Seth Higgins, opening up at 436 pounds, and then closing on our second attempt. Closing on our first attempt. Well, I'm not going to question that one. That's a solid opening attempt for Mr. Seth. And closing out our first attempt for Flight B, we have Mr. James Ludwig at 55 years young. Opening up at 550 pounds, everybody. 550.
He keeps making me sad every time he comes to work. No, he's looking better. That's the bad thing. He was. He's getting better. But I think in his mind he's like not. Because like he'll come to work. He's like, Vincent, I just want you to always know I'm the first one that told you I'm going to have a grandbaby. Just so when I'm gone, you always have that memory of me. I said, yes, sir.
All right. Platform is ready for Mr. James Ludwig. Opening up at 551 pounds, everybody. 3 years cancer-free. Let's get behind the strong support, everybody. 551 on the bar. Yep, no question there. That was a good lift for Mr. Ludwig. Moving on to our second attempts in Flight B. We're going to be getting it kicked off with McGee Squeaky on deck, Ari Holland in the hole, Michael Alabella, 4 out, Scott Wilson. Listeners, make sure we're paying attention to the boards behind the podium. They're going to have the lifting order, the order of competition, and make sure your weights are correct as well. ready for Mr. Naveed.
He got a son.
We're going to take that at 301 pounds, 301 on the bar for his second bench press attempt. Yep, way to come back and get it on your second there. 301 goes clean. Easy. Up next, we have Mr. Ari Holland, who takes that at 306 pounds on that Michael Bella and the whole Scott Wilson. Ari takes a step further to 306 pounds. 306 on the bar. All right, Mr. Holland, your platform is ready. 306 pounds on the bar for his second bench press attempt.
But he's always in the sun. He knows forever. He's been in the sun his whole life. It's just permanent now. Yeah, I'm throwing the kid in the tandem bed.
Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Mr. Holland. Come back and try it again on your third. Up next, we have Mr. Michael Olivella. He's at 360 pounds on that Scott Wilson. Oh, Grayson Reddick. Michael, 316 pounds. All right, Michael, your platform is ready. 316 pounds on the bar.
But he's weird. He's weird and weird. Every time I get a meeting from him, I don't watch it. I know it's going to either be two guys or someone. He literally posted a story yesterday, digging in my butt on my vape jar. You know anything?
No question there. It's a solid second attempt. Up next, we have Mr. Scott Wilson. He was at 321 pounds for his second bench press attempt. Then Grayson Reddick in the hole.
I said, Nate, drink this Bacardi. I said, drink this Bacardi right now. He said, nah, bro, I'm good. I got to take care of you. I said, Nate, smoke this cigarette. He said, nah, bro, ain't trying to smoke.
All right, Mr. Wilson, your platform is ready at 51 years young, everybody. 321 pounds on the bar for his second bench press attempt. 321.
All right, Kelly, you're already loaded, man. This is the fourth attempt. Another national
Over this group there, we'll come back and get it on our third. Up next, we have Mr. Grayson Reddick. We're going to take it to 336
It
pounds.
reminds me of me and Big Nate. Is when he goes to work in the coal mine with his dad.
Grayson Reddick back on team at 18 years old. 18 years old. We're going to test 336 pounds.
I think Big Nate sent me some on TikTok. He's like, it's going to be you when you come work with me.
Platform is ready for Mr. Reddick.
I'm like the smartest one out there.
All right, Grayson, 336 pounds at 18 years old, everyone.
I was out there for a month.
This is only his second bench press attempt of the day.
They couldn't figure out why the rod got jammed. And I remember us working on that same pump 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh yeah, down to like the 28th joint. It's compressed. It's messed up. So it goes in that angle. That's why the rod gets jammed up. You gotta go slow. I told Mitch that. He's like, boy, you stupid, but you
King looking to take 346 pounds.
I hate on the second place. I'm also tired.
On deck, Anthony Siegel in the hole. Christopher Parsons. All right, Mr. Donovan, your platform is ready. 346 pounds on the bar. No question there, another solid lift for Donovan. Up next, we have Intermission. Going to take 381 pounds on that. Chris Parsons in the hole. Pete Buxton, 4 out. Brad Vineyard. All right, the platform is ready. 381 pounds on the bar. And the judges like it. Another solid lift for Anthony. Up next, we have Christopher Parsons. We're taking second attempt at 396 pounds. 396 on the bar. All right, Mr. Parsons, your platform is ready. 396 pounds for the second attempt bench press. And the judges like it. Another solid lift. Up next, we have Mr. Peyton Buxton. Up next, we have Peyton Buxton, also weighing 396 pounds. On deck, Brad Vineyard in the hole. Nicholas McKinney, 4 out. Pat Barker. Your platform is ready. 396 pounds. Everybody, 396 on the bar. Another solid lift for the machine himself. Up next, we have Brad Vineyard, one of our sponsored Invictus lifters, looking to take 401 pounds. 401 on the bar for Mr. Brad. All right, Mr. Vineyard, your platform is ready at 47 years young. 401 pounds on the bar, everybody. 401. Yep, no question there. That is another solid lift. Up next, we have Nicholas McKinney, also leading the biggest time at 401 pounds on deck. Matt Martin in the hole. Travis McDonald. Platform is ready for Nicholas McKinney. 4:01 on the bar. Let's give it up for Mr. McKinney, everybody. Giving it everything he's got. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Pat Martin. At 64 years young. We're going to take a national record at 411 pounds. 411 on the bar for Mr. Pat Martin. Mr. Pat, your platform is ready. 411 pounds on the bar, everybody, for a national record. All right, Arkansas over here on the green platform, we have a national record attempt. 411 pounds on the bar for our master's lifter, Mr. Pat Martin. And the judges like it, but they're solid. Second attempt, way to come back and get that. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Travis McDonald taking it a step further to 446 pounds. On next set, Pickens closing us out, James Ludwig.
No, they don't have no hamburger, so they only got one.
446 on the bar for Mr. Travis McDonald, everybody.
Let's go, Travis! Yeah, come on! You got it!
And that's a good lift. You only need two. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Seth Pickens. We're going to take 461 pounds. 461 on the bar for his second attempt bench press. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Seth Pickens. 461 pounds on the bar for his second bench press attempt. And closing out our second attempt lifts for flight B lifters, we'll have James Ludwig. Trying to get around here attempt there. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. James Ludwig. Taking a second attempt at 606 pounds, everybody. 606 for a national record. Flight C lifters, we are about to move into our third and final bench press attempts for Flight B. Flight C lifters, we are on our final attempts for Flight B.
All right, everybody, for first round.
606 pounds on the bar for Mr. Ludwig on his second bench press attempt. Mr. Ludwig, your platform is ready. 55 years young with 606 pounds, everyone. 606. Yep, that's a solid lift for Mr. Ludwig. Moving on to our third and final bench press attempt for flight B. Up first, we've got Mr. Ari Halton on deck, the Pete Siddiqui in the hole, Scott Wilson. Everybody over here on the green platform. We're moving on to our third and final bench press attempt. Up first, we have Mr. Ari Halloman with 306 pounds on the bar, everybody. His final bench press attempt of the day, 306 on the bar. Leaving it all out there on the platform. Let's give it up for Mr. Ari, everybody. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Naveed Siddiqui with 316 pounds on the bar. 316 for his third and final bench press attempt. On deck, Scott Wilson in the hole, Michael Olivella, 4 out, racing ready. Your platform is ready. 316 pounds for his third and final bench press of the day. 316 on the bar, everybody, for Naveed Siddiqui. Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Naveed, everybody. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Scott Wilson on deck. Michael Olivella in the hole, racing ready. 4 out, Donovan King. Scott Wilson at 51 years young, representing our Masters category. They're going to take 321 pounds, everybody. 3, 2, 1 on the bar. All right, Mr. Wilson, your platform is ready. 321 pounds on the bar.
Can I borrow your phone? Take me to YouTube, baby.
Leaving it all out there on the platform. Let's give it up for Mr. Wilson, everybody. Putting on the show for us on the green platform. Up next, we have Mr. Michael Olivella. We're going to take a step further to 331 pounds, everybody. 331 on the bar.
Picture freaking turned out good. It's clear.
All right, Mr. Olivella, your platform is ready. 331 pounds on the bar for his third and final bench press attempt on the day, everybody. 331 on the bar.
We're not, drop frames. We haven't dropped one all day. kicked me off. What happened to my fan?
I don't know what was going on. I was like, where's the fan at? I don't know.
Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Mr. Alville, everybody. Up next to the platform, we have Grayson Riddick. At 18 years old, looking to take his third and final bench press attempt at 346 pounds, everybody. 346 on the bar for 18-year-old Grayson Riddick.
No, it was feeling nice.
That's my wife. That's my wife. I've done like 10 times. I hate this thing.
Did it get over there?
She took it.
Okay. I didn't see
All right, everybody, platform is ready for 18-year-old Grayson Riddick with 346 pounds on the bar for his third and final bench press attempt of the day, everybody. 346 on the bar. These lifters need your support, Arkansas. Let's get loud. Show your support for these lifters today.
Who's setting over there?
Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Grayson today, leaving all that effort out there on the platform. Up next, we have Mr. Jonathan King on deck, Anthony Santillan in the hole, Nicholas McKinney, 4 out, Christopher Parsons. Jonathan King taking his third bench press attempt at 356 pounds, everybody. 356 on the bar. All right, Jonathan, platform is ready. Let's see if he can break the cycle. 356 on the board for his third and final bench press attempt, everybody. Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Mr. King, everybody. All right, up next on the platform, we have Mr. Anthony Santillan. Probably one of the more technical lifters that we'll have on the platform today. Always a very fun watch when we see him on the platform. 401 pounds for his third and final attempt of the day. 401 on the bar for Mr. Santillan. All right, Anthony, your platform is ready. 401 pounds on the bar. 401, everybody. Leaving it all out there. Let's give it up for Santillan, everybody. Up next, we have Nicholas McKinney on deck, Christopher Parsons in the hole, Brad Vineyard, 4 out, Tate Buxton. Nicholas McKinney looking to also take a stab at 401 pounds, everybody, for his third and final bench press attempt. Looks like everybody's going for gold here on the green platform. We haven't had a single solid third attempt yet. Let's see if Nicholas can break the cycle. 401 pounds, everybody.
I know the bench press is honestly, I'm not sure that you can tell you all, but it is up 92. I'm
All right, let's go, Nicholas. 401. Let's come back and get this one. These lifters need your support, Arkansas. We've got some heavyweights going down on the green platform. Let's show your support. Get loud. 401 pounds on the bar. Good catch, spotters and loaders. Let's give that round of applause for our spotters and loaders here for catching that. That could have been really bad. Well, we've got some very skilled, very strong people on the platform today. Up next, we have Mr. Christopher Parsons. We're going to take it a step further to 406 pounds. Everybody on deck, Brand Vineyard in the hole, Pete Buxton. All right, Mr. Parsons, your bar is loaded. 406 pounds on the bar. Let's see if Mr. Parsons can break the cycle. 406 Arkansas. Let's go, Chris. Let's get this. And there is no question on that one. That is a solid third attempt for Mr. Christopher Parsons. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Brand Vineyard. Also looking to take a stab at 406 pounds on deck. Pete Buxton in the hole, Patrick Martin. All right, Mr. Brad, your platform is ready. At 47 years young, everyone, one of our sponsored athletes, 406 pounds on the bar, Arkansas.
Here we go, Brad!
Fighting tooth and nail for every inch of that lift, but it's a solid third attempt. Up next, we have Mr. Payne Buxton on deck. Pat Martin in the hole, Seth Pickens. Payne looking to take it a step further to 416 pounds. Everybody, 416 on the bar. All right, everybody, platform is ready for none other than the man himself, Mr. Payne Buxton, 416 pounds on the bar, Arkansas. 416 on the bar for the green platform. Well, there's no question there. Yet another solid lift for Mr. Buxton. Up next to the platform, we have another national record attempt for the man himself, Mr. Patrick Martin, taking it a step further to 421 pounds, Arkansas. 421 on the bar for a national record. All right, everybody, we are moving on to our next national record attempt for Mr. Patrick Martin, taking a step further to 421 pounds at 64 years young, Arkansas. Let's get behind this lift. This is huge, everyone. A national record.
Go, go, go!
And that's a good lift for Mr. Martin. Flight C, we are down to our final three lifters of Flight B. We have 3 more lifts remaining. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Seth Pickens on deck, Travis McDonald closing out our third and final attempts. Mr. James Ludwig, Seth Pickens, looking to take a step further to 461 pounds, everybody. 461 on the bar for Mr. Pickens. green side for Mr. Seth Pickens, 461 pounds on the bar, Arkansas. 461 on the board.
You got it, babe.
Let's go, Seth. Let's get this lift. 461, everybody.
Go, Seth. You got it.
Let's give it up for Mr. Pickens, leaving it all out there on the platform for us, putting on a show today. Up next, we have Mr. Travis McDonald. We're going to take 466 pounds for his third and final bench press attempt. Everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Travis McDonald. 466 pounds on the bar, Arkansas. 466 for his third and final bench press attempt of the day. Let's get behind his lift, everybody.
Go, Travis.
The heaviest bench of the day so far.
Come on, you got it.
Leaving it all out there. Let's give it up for Mr. McDonald, everyone. We are down to our final bench press for Fight B. Flight C lifters, you need to be making your way to the back side of the platform over here. Flight C lifters, you need to be getting ready and getting in line. Our final bench press for Flight B. We have none other than the man himself, Mr. James Ludwig. Looking to take 626 pounds for a national record attempt, Arkansas. A national record attempt for Mr. James Ludwig. All right, everybody, platform is ready for James Ludwig, representing our Masters Division at 55 years young. Looking to take 626 pounds, Arkansas. 626 on the board. Just a second here, swap judges, spotters and loaders really quick, and then we're going to move right into Flight C. Take just a couple of minutes here. Turns out everybody's super strong, so we actually ran out of plates in the back. So we're going to be finishing up our final warm-ups here on the platform. Over here, if I can have your attention, we have a brief intermission here as we finish up our final warm-ups. If you want to take this time, we have a seminar going on today at 6 p.m. over here at the FA Customs booth. They have a QR code out there if you want to get signed up. We've got some really solid lifters out there looking to spread some knowledge to anybody that wants to learn. We also have a lot of other awesome vendors out here. If you want to take a brief second to go out and check out some apparel, get some awesome equipment. We'll get kick-started here in about 5 or 10 minutes over here on the green team.
Me and Blake want to try to do a bodybuilding show together next year, so I can actually have time to cut.
All right, everybody over here on the green side platform, we're going to get kicked off with Mr. Jay Gutierrez, opening up at 321 pounds. On deck, William Boyles in the hole. Jake Summers, Jay, platform is ready. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Boyles, 371 pounds on the bar for his opening attempt. On deck, Jake Summers in the hole, Keith Johnson. Well over two-time bodyweight opening up for Mr. Summers. On deck, he runs into the hole for admission. Summers, 386 pounds. And a solid opener for Mr. Summers. Up next, we have Mr. Keith Johnson on deck, right pitching in the hole. Daryl Kruger. Keith Johnson opening up at 391 pounds. All right, everybody, my boys ready for Mr. Keith. 391 on the bar. Mr. Boyles, we need your next attempt. solid opening attempt from Mr. Johnson. Up next we have Brad Mitchell, weighing at 416 pounds. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Brad Meacham, weighing up at 416 pounds, and weighing 416 on the bar for Mr. Brad Meacham. Well, no question there. That's a solid opening attempt for Mr. Brad. Up next, we have Daryl Cooley. Up next, we have Daryl Cooley opening up at 431 pounds on deck. AJ Henderson, and in the hole, AJ Boyd. Bar is loaded for Mr. Daryl Cooley. And the judges like it. That's a solid opening attempt for Daryl. Up next, we have the returning champion himself, Mr. AJ Henderson. We have 441 pounds on that individual in the hole. Grand Party. All right, Mr. Henderson, your platform is ready. 441 pounds on the bar.
Let's get Lucas. Show us what you came here for.
Looks like we just jumped the rack command there. Come back and get in our second. Up next, we have Mr. AJ Boyd. We'll take the first attempt at 461 pounds on deck. Very hard to get the hole. High catch one. All right, AJ, your platform is ready. 461 on the bar for his opening attempt. Yep, no question there either. That's a solid opening attempt for AJ. Up next to the platform, we have one of the fan favorites, none other than the man himself, Mr. Greg Hardwick, opening up at 481 pounds, everybody. 481 on the bar. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Greg Hardwick. 481 on the bar for his opening attempt. No question there. That is a solid opening attempt for Mr. Hardwick. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Kai Caswell, opening up at 486 pounds on deck. Jacob Patner in the hole. Kent Golden.
He's 7'2".
All right, platform is ready for Kai Caswell. 486 on the bar for his opening attempt. Well, the judges like it. That's a solid opener. Up next, we have Mr. Jacob Hyder making a huge jump to 631 pounds on deck. Golden in the hole. John Gill. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Jacob Blackner, one of our junior lifters today at 22 years old, opening up at 631 pounds, 631 on the bar.
2-3. Bar is loaded for Aaron.
And it's a solid lift for Mr. Blackner. Up next, we have Kent Golden, opening up at 656 pounds on deck. Sean Gill in the hole, Nick Myatt, and closing out, Brent Johnson. All right, everybody. Platform is ready for Mr. Kent Golden, opening up at 656 pounds, 656 on the bar for his opening attempt.
Sort of bothers me. I thought we had something going.
No, not that, dear. Never mind.
couple of technical faults there. We'll go ahead and get it on our next attempt. Mr. Blackner, we need you for your second attempt in the judges' favor. Jacob Blackner, second attempt. Lifters, just as a reminder, you have 60 seconds post-lift to place your second attempt. 60 seconds after you complete your lift to place your next attempt. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Sean Deal. Opening up at 681 pounds on deck. Nick Bryant closing us out. Rick Johnson. Everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Sean Deal at 48 years young, opening up at 681 pounds. Everybody, 681 on the bar.
Dawn.
And the judges like it. You only need two. All right, everybody on this platform, we have Mr. Nick Bryant at 42 years young in our multiply division, opening up at 876 pounds. 876, everybody. If you've ever tried the bench press and vending machine, it's more than that.
I need Jamie to come up to the list. Where's Jamie? Come up to the list.
All right, everybody. Nick Bryant, your platform is ready. 876 pounds on the bar for his opening bench press attempt. 876, everyone.
All right, I think we have figured this out. So Nicholas is up with 225 pounds on the ball. Fernando is on deck. This is in the hole. Brad, you're 4 out. Jamie.
It's like we just jumped the rack in there, come back and get it on our second. The weight is not an issue for him. Closing out our first attempt bench presses, we have Mr. Rick Johnson, opening up at 881 pounds, everybody. 881 on the bar.
So, I'm curious. I just ran into a couple people back there, and they are in Berryville. They said they asked you about running meetings with guys didn't have time. So, is there any way that you can
Next with 225 pounds on the ball as well. Jesse's on deck.
That's what I think. It's not that I couldn't make time. I didn't tell them that, but I think there's just too much in Arkansas already. I think you'd end up with 10 or 12 lifters top, and mainly be just local boys. So, but if you
Well, I
wanted to
told
do
them
it,
not to leave until they talked to somebody. They said Warrior Federation.
Well,
But I don't know anything about your federation.
yeah, the Warrior Federation's going to run one.
All right, everybody, platform is ready for the Rhino himself. 881 pounds on the bar for his opening bench press attempt. 881, everybody.
Yep. I have talked to him though.
Yeah, he said that he did.
I'm kind of at the point now, just to be honest with you, that if I'm going to
Jesse is up next with 245 pounds on the bar.
Yep, that's a solid opening attempt there for the Rhino himself. Moving on to our second attempt. Starting us off with.
I don't know. That's just something we've always
I
done.
know. Will you go talk to her? Please. And thank you.
All right, everybody, platform is ready for Jake Gutierrez. 22 years old, looking to take a second attempt at 336 pounds. 336 on the bar, everybody. Had a little bit of downward motion there on the bar. Come back and get it on that third. Up next, we have William Boyles on deck, Keith Johnson in the hole, Jay Summers. All right, everybody, platform is ready for William Boyles, 371 for his second attempt bench press. Let's go, William. Solid one for Mr. Boyles. What do you back on the board there? Up next, we have Mr. Keith Johnson looking to take his second attempt at 411 pounds on that Jake Summers in the hole. Brad. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Keith Johnson. 411 pounds on the bar for a second attempt. Well, still warming up on the platform. I see that's another solid lift for Mr. Keith. Next, we have Jake Summers taking a second attempt at 426 pounds on that. Brad featured in the hole. Hayden Henderson. All right, platform is ready for Mr. Jake Summers. 426 pounds on the bar. solid lift for Jake Summers. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Brad Meacham at 47 years young, looking to take 436 pounds for his second bench press attempt, 436. Flight A lifters, just as a heads up, we're going to be taking about 30 minutes between bench press and deadlift. So don't get too much of a rush right now. All right, Mr. Brad, your platform is ready. 436 pounds on the bar for his second bench press attempt. No question there, yet another solid bench press from Mr. Brad. Up next to the platform, we have the returning champion, Mr. Hayden Henderson, taking another stab at 441 pounds. Strength was not an issue, just needs to wait on that rack command this time. All right, Mr. Henderson, your platform is ready. 441 pounds. All right, Mr. Henderson, your platform is ready. 441 on the bar, everybody. Yeah, we knew strength wasn't an issue. That is a solid second attempt there. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Daryl Cooley. 43 years young, looking to take 451 pounds for their second attempt bench press. Platform is ready for Mr. Daryl Cooley. 451 pounds for their second bench press attempt today. 451 on the bar. On deck is avoiding the hold, Ty Caswell. No question there. That is a solid lift for Mr. Darrell. Up next, we have Mr. A.J. Boyd. We're going to take a step further to 486 pounds on deck. Ty Caswell in the hole. Grant Hartwick. Platform is ready-ish. And now we're ready. A.J. Boyd, your platform is ready for 486 pounds on his second bench press attempt. Let's go, A.J. Let's get this lit. 486 on the bar, everyone. Let's go. Another solid attempt from Mr. A.J. next to the platform, we have a returning legend, Mr. Kai Caswell, taking a step further to 501 pounds. Everybody, 501 on the bar for Mr. Kai Caswell. All right, everyone, platform is ready for Mr. Kai Caswell, 501 on the bar for his second bench press attempt of the day. On deck, Greg Hardwick in the hole, Kid Goulden. Let's give a hand to Mr. Caswell. Moving on to our next bench press attempt, we have none other than the man himself, Mr. Greg Hardwick, with 506 pounds on the bar, everybody. One of our fan favorites today. 506 on the bar for his second bench press attempt. A solid second attempt left for Mr. Greg Hardwick. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Kid Goulden. We're going to take a step further to 656 pounds on deck. Jacob Plattner in the hole. Sean Deal. Kid Goulden, your platform is ready. 656 on the bar for your second attempt. On deck, Jacob Plattner in the hole. Sean Neal, 4 out. Nick Mike closing us out. Rhino Johnson. Mr. Goulden, way to come back and get it. Up next to the platform, man, Mr. Jacob Plattner on deck. Sean Deal in the hole. Nick Myatt closing us out on our second attempt live. Rhino Johnson. Jacob Plattner taking a step further to 666 pounds, everybody. 666 on the bar. Is ready. Representing our junior class at only 22 years old, taking a second attempt at 666 pounds, Arkansas. No question there. That is a solid second attempt from Mr. Plattner. Up next, we have Sean Deal looking to take a step further to 711 pounds. 711. Flight A lifters, just as a reminder, we're going to be taking about 30 minutes between bench press and deadlift. Flight A lifters, we're going to be taking a 30-minute intermission. to get the platform ready and let everybody mingle with all the vendors. All right, Mr. Sean Neal, your platform is ready at 48 years young, looking to take 711 pounds for his second attempt bench press.
The weight's exactly the same. The height is 2, the savers are at 3, we have Charles on that loaded, the horizontal, 4 out, great jump for your 5 out. Ball is loaded for Brad Kelly. This is a state record attempt for Brad.
You're welcome. I really appreciate it. Not a problem. We'll see you tomorrow.
Makes me happy. Let's go, Brad.
Well, if you blink, you would have missed it. That is a solid attempt for Mr. Sean Neal. Plenty of room left in the tank there. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Nick Lyons. Taking it even further to 876 pounds, everybody. 876 on the bar for his second attempt bench press. I don't know about you, David, but we might have to buy some more plates for next year. I'm not sure.
I'll do it. No problem.
We got a lot of heavy hitters coming up to this meet today. All right, everybody, platform is ready for Mr. Nick Bryant at 42 years young in our multiply division. We're going to take 876 pounds for his second bench press attempt, everybody. 876 on the bar, Arkansas. We had just a little bit of downward motion on that one. We'll come back and try it again on our third attempt. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody. Closing out our second attempt bench presses, we have none other than the Rhino himself. We're going to take 931 pounds, everybody. 931. No, we're not talking about squat. No, we're not talking about deadlift, everybody. This is bench press. 931 pounds over his face. All right, everybody. Platform is ready for the Rhino himself. 931 pounds, everybody.
Come on, Logan. 30 seconds, good. Raise only at 3, 1, 0, 310. No more showing. Tracy was at 3 for Dominic Rex. Jeff Gray on deck, Anthony Old Burns 4 out, and Jamie Ewing 5 out.
Looks like we had just a slight misgroove there. Come back and try it again on your third. Got just a little bit out in front of them there. All right, everybody, we are moving on to our third and final bench press attempts of the day over here on the green platform. These are our final bench press attempts of the day for the green platform. Up first to the platform, we have Mr. Jay Gutierrez on deck, Willie Wallace in the hole, Keith Johnson, 4 out, Jake Summers. We are getting kicked off with our third and final bench press attempts of the day over here on the green platform. Starting off with none other than Mr. Jay Gutierrez. With a third attempt at 336 pounds, everybody. 336 on the bar. He needs this lift to stay in the meet, everyone. 336. Let's get behind him and show our support for Mr. Gutierrez. Let's go, Jay. Well, if we could just done that on the first two. Bringing the energy to the table, I love it. And next to the platform, we have Mr. William Boyles. Taking a step further to 381 pounds on deck, Keith Johnson in the hole, Jay Summers. Mr. Boyles, your platform is ready. 381 pounds on the bar for his third and final bench press attempt. These are our final bench press attempts of the day on the green platform. Lifters, audience, these people need your support. Let's get behind them. 381 on the bar.
Say again.
Giving it everything he's got. Let's give it up for Mr. Boyles. Everybody up next on the platform, we have Mr. Keith Johnson. Taking it to 431 pounds. 431 on the board on deck. Jake Summers in the hole. Brad Meacham. Platform is ready for Mr. Keith Johnson. At only 24 years old, looking to take 431 pounds for his third and final bench press attempt, everyone. 431 on the bar for Mr. Keith Johnson. Come on, Arkansas. I know you can get louder than that. Let's give it up for these lifters. 431 on the board. Leaving it all out there on the platform. Let's give it up for Mr. Keith. Everybody put on a show for us today. Up next to the platform, we have Mr. Jake Summers on deck. Brad Meacham in the hole. Hagen Henderson. Jake Summers taking a step further to 441 pounds.